Hey everybody, welcome to Absolutely Marvel and DC, the comic book movie-centric channel where we talk all about rumors and theories and ideas, and we just saw No Way Home, some of us twice, and we've got some hype to talk about in respect to the future of not just Spider-Man, but the MCU entirely, so spoilers, just warning you ahead of time, if, sometimes a spoiler will just drop, so spoilers for No Way Home. There was some discussion about what the next thing's going to be, the big tentpole, what we're guiding towards in the MCU. There have been a lot of speculation about Secret Wars. A lot of people talking about how Secret Wars is going to be the next big thing. That's going to be the next Endgame. And the fact is, that could easily be bigger than Endgame, because Secret Wars has, all the villains versus all the heroes. It has, multiversal stakes. It has planetary bodies smashing into each other, Galactus. By the time you get to Secret Wars, you could have Fantastic Four, X-Men, everybody. The kitchen sink could be all thrown at that movie. So I understand why a lot of people are like, maybe it's Secret Wars. But apparently, fans are not the only ones who are excited about this. Apparently, Kevin Feige is a big fan of Secret Wars, and the Russo brothers are big fans of Secret Wars.
Do you think because I had not thought about this at all, because Secret Wars is such like a comic book infested, convoluted event that ends in such a, because doing a Secret Wars usually, it's going to end in some kind of reboot, which maybe, well, I don't know.
No, Dylan, no. I'm sorry. You're thinking about the 2015 Jonathan Hickman event.
You're saying original
about
Secret
the 1984 Marvel superhero Secret Wars with the Beyonder in it.
Oh, I see. Interesting. That makes way more sense.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
My expectation is that it would be kind of like a blend. That, the Secret Wars would be a multiversal... you'd have incursions, you'd have...
Right.
Plus, you'd have good versus evil, but it would just be multiple versions of good versus evil. You'd probably have, Captain America, Steve Rogers would come back. There is a rumor, and this is where we get into spoilers for No Way Home, that, did you notice, after Tobey Spider-Man gets stabbed, every scene with him is pretty separate from everything. Looks like it was shot kind of after the fact. Rumor has it that is all reshoots, and that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man died after being stabbed by the Green Goblin, because it makes sense. And instead, he's just like, we built it up to be a lot of tension, and then, no, I've been stabbed before, it's fine. Apparently, and the rumor is, and this is unsubstantiated, and I'm just throwing smoke, but that Kevin Feige, who worked on Spider-Man, is a big Tobey Maguire fan, or at the very least has a soft spot for Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and wants to see him return in Secret Wars. So he was like, don't kill him. I want to use him in the other one, in the big one.
I guess the idea that everything's leading to a Secret Wars book by name kind of makes sense. But this is definitely one of those theories that it's just sure, I don't know, there's not a whole ton of evidence for it. And I think especially because if you're talking about the original Secret Wars, that just happened because it just, they wanted to sell action figures.
They wanted to sell action figures, and they didn't. But the book sold really well.
Right. Because why wouldn't it? It's a massive crossover.
Right.
It was one of the first massive crossovers.
Yeah. But the potential of a Secret Wars movie, man, you could have Hugh Jackman Wolverine be in there. Tom Hardy Venom could be in it. You could have... It could be that Crisis on Infinite Earths CW event, only bigger and with bigger stars in it. And good. Or at the very least, more exciting.
Sure. And I think, whenever we talk about this idea, right after seeing No Way Home, which is not, to my surprise, not an exhausting movie because of how much is in it.
Yep.
But, Crisis, mentioning the CW Crisis thing, that is a very exhausting show to watch, because there are a lot of fun moments in it, but there's a lot happening, and it's a lot that just happens for no reason.
Yeah. No, Crisis is fun to watch scenes from.
Yeah, totally.
That's it.
But doing a Secret Wars, there's so much shit in that. I don't know how it would have to be a 2-part movie at least. And we had that with Infinity War and Endgame, which
Yeah.
maybe a 3-part movie. I don't know. There's a lot of, if you want to put this many characters
I
in
mean,
a movie.
the fact is, you don't have to put them all in there. You could have the worlds get destroyed and a fantastic car travel between realities and go, hop in, Wolverine, get in here. Chris Evans is like, I'll come back, but as Human Torch. I won't come back as Captain America. Like, come on in.
I could see them quicker doing like a combination of like I could see them combining the original Secret Wars and Hickman's Secret Wars into a Fantastic Four plot because John Watts is doing the new Fantastic Four.
Yes,
his Spider-Man trilogy is very much like, let's put Spider-Man in places he normally isn't.
Yeah.
So like the Fantastic Four being in like a Secret Wars type zone is not like, especially Hickman's Secret Wars. That's a Fantastic Four story for the most part.
Right.
But that's a very much like,
of his entire Fantastic Four run. So yeah,
exactly. Like people expect with a Fantastic Four movie, I guess people would expect them to do something slightly spacey, but they're still in New York. Yeah, do Galactus, do Silver Surfer, classic FF stuff. But John Watts, maybe he's like, I don't know, maybe I want to take him completely off planet and do like a what Bendis has been doing in the Fantastic Four run lately, or at least the last time I read it. Slott, not Bendis. That's the same guy in my head.
I mean, you could do a Nihilist, but like the with me, I think that like Secret Wars is inevitable because it's the only thing you could do that's bigger than Infinity Gauntlet, right? Like Infinity Gauntlet, the implications of it are massive, and it's pretty trim if you cut out all of the Starlinisms. Just have it be like purple, like Psycho wants to kill everybody.
Which they did, like, they trashed Mephisto, they trashed Death, like, they made it a lot cleaner.
Very, very trim. With this, Secret Wars could just be slay. I mean, the thing is, 84 Secret Wars is so trim. Slay your enemies and everything you want will be yours.
This is the
That's
fight.
it. It's just a big fight. It's an action figure fight. But, like, that's what everybody likes about Endgame, is the big action figure fight at the end. What if it was a 2-part movie that was just a 120-minute fight scene with your favorite action figures across the multiverse? I mean, like, I feel like the Spider-Man No Way Home multiple Spider-Man thing succeeding is a wake-up call for them to go, yeah, can we make fan service the movie?
Well, the other thing is Hollywood learns the wrong lessons a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Especially with, regards to like women in movies. They learn the wrong lesson every time with that. But with something like this, with something like No Way Home, I think from a certain point of view, it is fan service the movie. But like every bit of fan service, I think, serves a story role as well.
In this movie, it does, but I can see them going like, yeah, but did you see people pooping their pants when they saw Andrew Garfield? Did you see people like legitimately just screaming their heads off until they were whores when they saw Tobey Maguire? Like, what do you think they'd do if Spider-Man opened a Doctor Strange portal and Hugh Jackman Wolverine walked through it? Like,
they would lose their minds.
That's what I'm saying. And like, if Secret Wars was just, we build up Doctor Doom, he grabs a thing, he goes to space, he grabs everybody else, and everybody throws themselves at him. I mean, like, that's the movie, I think, with everyone in it. Everyone. Just everybody. It'd make $3 billion.
I'm sure it would. That's I don't know if I want that.
Oh, I don't either. I'm just saying, like,
It'd be
I'm
fun.
hearing no one is saying, dude, Secret War. Like, no one at the executive level, producer, Feige, directors, no one is saying Secret Wars. No, like, but everyone is saying Secret Wars. I mean,
maybe
you don't know. And it's like, dude, no, they're building toward, because that's the thing. Like Endgame, everybody likes Endgame and the time heist and everything. It's great, but like the most watched YouTube video from Endgame is the end fight or the Captain America like Mjolnir scene. Like it's all the fan service moments. So
it's easy to get excited about like people coming back and these big moments, just adding a character like, oh, they're putting, Wolverine in this, the X-Men are coming back, blah, blah, blah.
Or just like Chris Evans, Captain America will be back to lead the Avengers in Secret
totally.
Wars.
Like there are things that you could definitely do. I would be very okay with something like this if they either use it as another Endgame where it's kind of like a tying up of a lot of movies that, like a lot of work that has gone into it, or they do it as like a springboard for a lot going forward where it's all cameos and they're just like, okay, now we're doing something else with this character.
That's the thing. Like, it could be a great opportunity for a reboot, right? Like you said earlier. But the fact that they have these younger actors and they're building up their careers and they're setting up their long-term contracts and everything, be a great send-off for everybody over the age of 30.
Yeah, totally. Like they did in Endgame with Iron Man and Cap.
Yeah. So I'm hearing rumors, I'm hearing rumblings, and they're getting louder. And I think with a movie like No Way Home, which is like a kind of Spider-Man Endgame movie, which is like literally justice for Gabi, you know, like, hey, what was the main criticism of Willem Dafoe's performance in Spider-Man 1? Oh, you can't see his face. Well, how about no mask? He literally destroys it in the scene. Like,
breaks the mask.
He breaks the mask as if to say, this was stupid. Okay, yeah, like that whole movie is just like redemption and higher stakes and it being like kind of fan service, but in a tasteful way. I could see that being the thing, like especially since they know that the formula of if we build towards something, they will come.
Yeah, 100%, and that's why I think like it's. I think like timeline wise, we wouldn't get this for maybe another 10 years.
Yeah,
because we haven't seen anything like in canon about this yet.
Nope.
And I don't think we're going to for a while, just because of how splintered the MCU is right now, where everyone's kind of going in different directions.
But that's the thing. The best part is you can just let it. You can let it all go in divergent timelines or directions. You can just be like, and then it all builds to Secret Wars, because even everyone else's context for Secret Wars is probably Spider Wars from the '90s Spider-Man animated series, where Spider-Man just goes to a computer and randomly picks superheroes to fight against Doctor Doom. That could be Secret Wars. Is just Spider-Man goes, I want, like, it's a multiversal teleportation, blah, blah, blah. And, like, you know, I'm going to need Doctor Strange. I'm going to need Captain America. Like, from, from Age of Ultron. You know, like, just picking characters from their movies. I mean, I could see them definitely doing, and then that way you don't disrupt the timeline and you don't disrupt the divergent stuff. Like, they're all doing their thing, and then, you know, Secret Wars.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? I mean, like, the fact that they're talking about it at all, or the fact they're not refuting it, suggests to me that there are machinations in the works. Would I rather see, you know, the big threat be Galactus shows up in the middle of Times Square? Like, yeah, that's what I want to watch. But, you know, I think that'd be a cool Fantastic Four movie. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big Marvel movie. Right.
Then they have every possibility of doing that also, like before Secret Wars. Like,
yes, they do.
So I think what you could easily do with like to lead up to Secret Wars, if you don't want to spend like another 10 years building up to it, is just continue doing the like diverging paths and shit. Like, you know, have that Celestial from Eternals come back, have Galactus show up in a Fantastic Four movie, have Doctor Strange do all this nonsense, and then eventually at the end of like, I don't know, Doctor Strange 3 or like, you know, some movie, maybe Spider-Man 5 or whatever.
Right.
Some Nick Fury like character shows up in a mid-credits and is like, hey, there are universes dying. Yeah, the Watcher shows up and is like, hey man, things are not good. And then the next movie, boom, because of all this nonsense that's happened in the past 6 years or whatever.
Yeah, the multiverse is breaking, or the universe. Yeah, it's incursions. You just do incursions. Like, there's a consequence for reigniting the multiverse. There's a reason we don't have a multiverse, and it's because of incursions.
Mm-hmm.
That's
you
not
could do
bad.
The Illuminati. You could. I think, you know, they've got so much. They got a lot banking on Spider-Man now. I imagine a future 7 years from now where we have 2 or 3 more Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, and he's like the new poster child for the MCU. And then the Illuminati come to him and are like, "Hey, you're around for a lot of this nonsense." Or Reed comes to him because he's in the Illuminati, and Reed's like, "Hey, Peter, the world's gonna end. Get your affairs in order."
Right? Yeah, that'd be dope. But I was gonna fight Sandman.
Like, nope, too late.
Too
Peter,
bad.
Sorry.
That's good. There you have it. Well, anyway, we've said enough. Secret Wars, is it happening? Let us know in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to seeing the conversation arise from there. There's a future of endless possibilities when it comes to the new direction of the MCU, which is seemingly directionless, rudderless, which is fair, but it's almost
for the time
good
being, definitely.
because you get to see, because you could always write the ship with a big, massive event. Mm-hmm. So learn a thing or two from comics. We'll see you guys next time with an all-new episode of this show on this channel here on Absolutely Marvel and DC. Make sure to subscribe to get more. We'll see you guys next time. I'm Sal.
I'm Dylan.
Bye.